For a fun way to see the sights, we set up a Bay Arerial Helicopter Tour with pilot duGan and met him at the Mezzaluna restaurant, just a short walk from the Oceano Hotel, our home base for our stay in Half Moon Bay.
Woo! Hey, we're flying. You know, duGan here is going to give us a tour. We're going to fly over the Princeton by the Sea area. And what's really cool is that it's a peninsula here that offers travelers from all over the world, and certainly Bay Area resident tourists, sights that can only be seen from the sky. So join us as we take a really incredible look at Princeton by the Sea in Half Moon Bay, California. Here we go. Wow. Just the takeoff is amazing. Look at that. Look at that.
Princeton by the Sea, which is also referred to as Princeton by the locals, is an amazing destination on California's San Mateo County coast, convenient from anywhere in the Bay Area, providing everything you're looking for in a vacation getaway on the coast. From great places to stay, like the Oceano Hotel and Spa, to award-winning oceanfront dining at Sam's Chowder House. Princeton by the Sea is also home to Mavericks, where the world's best surfers come every year to take on the biggest waves on the planet. For the inside look at Mavericks, we met with big wave rider and Mavericks Surf Contest founder Jeff Clark. Let's take a look.
Welcome back. I'm Aprilanne Hurley, and you're watching California Living. And we're here with Jeff Clark, big wave surfer legend and Mavericks founder. Hi, Jeff.
Hello.
Hey, thanks so much for having us here. It's a really fun place.
I'm glad you're enjoying it because it's been a great life to live.
Yeah, well, I understand, little birdie told me, that you've been into the waves since you were a little boy.
Well, yeah, my parents spent a lot of time at the beach fishing, and they'd take me to the beach, and my mom keeps telling these stories about staking me to the beach and tethering me because I'd crawl into the ocean.
Oh my goodness, before you could even walk.
Before I could even walk. I'd been rescued more than once.
So we can actually say you were born to surf.
Well, it kind of feels like that.
And it was really your seeking out big waves that Mavericks was discovered to begin with right here in Half Moon Bay.
Yeah, growing up here and not realizing that we had the Everest of big wave surfing right here in my backyard. And you know, one day I just had to paddle out there and ride it by myself.
By yourself?
And that was it was like my living room. It was like my sanctuary to go out there and to be really at home with all that power and just no one else around. So I just had...
Well, you're lucky because that is a little dangerous, as I don't have to tell you. Your mom would.
My mom actually didn't even know for years that I was surfing Mavericks because I didn't want to, you know,
scare her,
stress her out.
Yeah.
But once I got people that were willing to go and had the know-how to ride these kind of waves, they went back to Santa Cruz, and it spread like wildfire that we had this giant wave in Half Moon Bay. The next time it broke, all the guys came up with their big wave guns, and it changed Half Moon Bay. It changed the world of big wave surfing. Now we have an event out there.
World known, called the Mavericks. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the event first started with Peter Mell and I talked about Quicksilver doing an event, and I was on a plane the next day and we put the Mavericks Men Who Ride Mountains big wave event on, and it was hugely successful. It changed Half Moon Bay. It changed the world of big wave surfing. Mavericks is a surf spot off the north end of Half Moon Bay, off of Pillar Point, and it's a reef break that's a half mile out in the ocean where the best big wave riders in the world come every winter to challenge the biggest, the baddest, the meanest waves this Mother Nature has to offer.
Tell us a little bit about your custom surfboards.
surfing has motivated me to do things, build things with my hands, and I was always good with my hands, so I started shaping surfboards. And I found that everything I shaped, I could figure out exactly why it worked the way it did through my feet as my sensors and transmitting all that information. And with the better I got at shaping, and believe me, I ruined a lot of foam on my way to shaping good boards, creating good boards, yeah. And the designs that work, because the ocean will let you get away with a lot, you know. And but when it comes to Mavericks, you better have the right kind of board to surf Mavericks. Yeah. What I've been able to design is like the magic carpet for surfing Mavericks. Where, you know, when these guys that are pros that travel all over the world, they get one of my boards, I tell them, if you fall, it's not the board's fault.
What advice do you have to somebody who might be watching to think, I want to try surfing? You know, they could be in their 30s, 20s, 40s, 50s. What's your advice?
My advice, if you want to get in the water, is don't bite off more than you can chew. Okay. Because start slow and sure, get a couple lessons, kind of figure out where your comfort zone is, and really enjoy it. I mean, because the first time you get pushed ashore by a 2-foot little wave, it's something that it's one of the most exciting things you'll ever experience.
Jeff, this has been awesome. I really appreciate the inside look at your surf shop, your custom surfboards, and of course, Mavericks. It's really exciting, and you know, in some ways I'm a little envious of you because you really do show the passion and how you talk about it, but it's more a lifestyle, isn't it?
You know, it's been good to share a little bit of my world with the rest of everybody out there, because it's one of the greatest places on the planet to visit and to check out. And if you're around this winter and the waves are big, it's the place to be.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be here.
Very cool.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
For more information on Jeff Clark's handcrafted surfboards and Mavericks, check him out online at mavericksurfshop.com.
Thanks for joining us for this inside look at California living. I'm Aprilanne Hurley, and be sure to catch us next time for another look at why it's just more fun living in California.